Hi, everybody. It's time for Healing with the Blues. Healing with the blues. That's right. I'm healing with the blues. I've got nothing left to lose. That's why I'm healing with the blues. I'm so glad you're here today. And we're going to talk about perfection is a verb. It is a verb. You can use it as a noun, but being perfect isn't all it's cracked up to be. I'm sure you realize that by now. It's amazing what can happen when you hold yourself to a standard that is fairly impossible. But, you can also take small, little, simple steps to get to where you want to be. But let's chat about this for a minute because it's really easy for us to think that we have to be perfect and that if we are not perfect, that it won't work. And we have to do all these things in order to, you know, get to this place where life is perfect, but we're always being challenged. So it's sort of counterintuitive to do this, but why not just be happy with the way things are right now? Right? Easier said than done sometimes because you have all these ideas of what you want to do or how things should be, and they're not like that. And, you know, we get to this level of wanting perfection, and it just stops everything because we just have this idea of what it's supposed to be instead of being thankful for what is happening right now. Um, so having success can be uh, like kind of an idea, and then actually being thankful is actually the success part. So like you might think, well, if I have this amount of money, then I'm successful, or if I have this amount of friends, I'm successful, or if I have this amount of vacation, I'm successful. But what really brings success is being thankful for what you have in the moment, because your need for perfection can really kill the fun of getting out there in the world and letting your light shine. It can really kill the gratitude that you already could have now. And if you keep finding flaws, you can't enjoy what's really going on. I mean, that's part of one of the things that sabotages me is I um, I keep looking for what the problem is because I'm hyper vigilant, and that's kind of ingrained in my personality and the way that I've grown up. But so I'm vigilant about being hyper vigilant. So I want to make sure that I'm giving myself a break because I don't really need to think that there's a tiger after me because there isn't. There's nothing that's going to, well, as my Yoda says, they're not going to take your birthday away. There's nothing they can do to you. When I went through the stillbirth of our first baby, I kept looking for what I missed. What could I have done? What should I have done? And when I exhausted all possibilities, I realized, well, things just happen and they're not under my control. And I'm the one that has to decide how I'm going to look at this. I could look at it as a punishment, which many people do when they have something like that happen. They're being punished. It's not a punishment. I could look at it as a very sad thing that happened, and that doesn't make me a bad person. And that's kind of where I ended up, was that I had to decide that I was going to live again and I was going to be happy and be thankful and have fun in my life, because holding on to that dread and that hypervigilance about looking for the mistake, that's not helpful. And it doesn't keep you in the present moment too. It keeps you in the past. So one day we were standing in our living room. I think it was probably a couple of days after um, Eddie was born. And we are up on a second story on a hill. So first story is ground level, second story, and windows all along the living room wall, all windows looking out toward the Mississippi River. And a blue balloon went floating by horizontally. Didn't wasn't floating up, it was going by the windows. And I thought life could really be that magical. that a blue balloon could go floating by our window, and we can take that as a sign that everything's fine. Even a blue balloon can go floating by the window to remind me that there's magic and miracles in the world. And we just had a miracle happen. I had a baby. That's a miracle. The fact that he didn't live through that birth is kind of, I mean, it's sad, but to me, it was like, okay, so he didn't live, but we all are going to die. We're all going to leave this earth in that way. So how bad could it really be if we're all going to do it? So, if you're letting yourself find those things and have those things come to you, and using that to bring you more peace and joy and happiness instead of dread and fear and grief, then you're being in harmony and in the flow. I was pulling some cards today from some decks that I have here, and I want to share those with you today. So I have a wonderful deck called Loving Words from Jesus, which I love to look at every day. And this one is the one that came up today. With God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. Now, you may not be a follower of Jesus, and that's okay. But but God is in every cell, molecule, atom, and all the space in between. I don't think of God as a man sitting on a throne with a beard moving us around like chess pieces. I think of God as energy that we possess, that we have. And Jesus was a great example of how to use that energy for your highest good, which is good for everyone. And so when I'm thinking about what's possible, well, this is the universe of infinite possibility. So anything's possible. And when we're in alignment with source energy, God energy, then anything's possible. And Jesus kept saying that over and over again. If you have the faith of a mustard seed, right, you have faith. Second one I got was great because I just did my yoga this morning. And this is from the Life Purpose cards. And it says, yoga is good. Yoga is, your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. Well, I love doing yoga, and I did it this morning. Now, I say I love doing yoga. I don't love going downstairs and doing and getting that. I love it when I'm done. I love it. I love it while I'm doing it, and I'm breathing, and I'm doing yin yoga now, which is really nice because it's very holding the breath and holding yourself in the breath and breathing through for about 2 minutes in every posture. And so it really helps center me and let everything else go. The next one I got, thank you, Karen Yankovich, for this one. This is a beautiful deck that she sent, Labyrinth Wisdom Cards by Tony Christie, if you want to find those. Beautiful, beautiful deck. And one of my favorite things, simplicity. Simplicity. Yeah. And it says, your journey does not have to be long or hard for you to fulfill your soul's purpose. No, it doesn't. We make it so much harder than it is. Humans love to just make things so hard. It's so difficult. So I'm going to show you this again. And there's a little booklet that comes with it. Love it. Oh, Karen, she's so sweet. She's my coach, one of my coaches, and I highly recommend KarenYankovich.com. So go see her. I want to tell you about this. So I'm going to read from the book about this card, the Simplicity card. The 3-circuit classical labyrinth is one of the simplest and most basic labyrinths. It is formed from a cross and a dot at each corner. The horizontal line of the cross represents the physical plane that we are living on, while the vertical axis represents our connection to the divine. The dots represent everything in between. As a whole, this labyrinth is showing you that your path in life can be simple and straightforward. At times, it seems that life is difficult, that nothing comes easy, that everything must be a struggle and entail great effort. We become so caught up in this struggle that we forget that things do not have to be complicated or difficult. This is a reminder to you that great happiness and peace can come to you through the simple things in life. Your natural state is one of balance and ease. Give thanks for what you have. Believe that you are in the flow of life, and things will happen effortlessly for you. Don't complicate things, keep things simple. It's so important for us to remember that life does not have to be complicated. That I have my friend Michael Hawkeye Herman. Look him up. Great blues man. Um, Hawkeye Herman. He said he was sitting in a field one day and he was looking around and he's like, gosh, it's just perfect here. The only thing that's not perfect is me. The only thing that's messing this up is me because I'm making it more difficult to just be here. Everything else is just fine. And I know that people say that that people are just like an infestation in nature, that we're the thing that is out of balance. And I think that's true. There's also people that say that the earth wouldn't exist without us. Is that true or not? I don't know. I don't know about that. But what I do know is that we can tend to make things extremely complicated. So I'm going to show you something really simple today. We're going to do a little tapping on keeping things simple. And this is a very simple thing that you can do. Tapping, emotional freedom technique, EFT. Tapping is an amazing switch that you can turn on whenever you want. And it can bring you back to center very quickly and very easily. And as we are doing it today, we're going to acknowledge simplicity. So tap right here on the inside corner of your eyebrow, right on your eyebrow. Tap right there. 2 fingers, one side, other side, either side, both sides, doesn't matter. Can't do it wrong. Right there. I'm so grateful for simplicity in my life. I do not have to complicate anything. I am in harmony. I am in the flow. I allow myself gratitude and thankfulness. I bring gratitude and thankfulness into my day. I allow myself to be filled with gratitude. I'm so grateful that I know how to keep it simple. I can release anything that does not serve me to my highest good. And that helps me keep things simple. And I'm so grateful. Grateful for simplicity. Grateful for miracles. Grateful for the universe of infinite possibilities. Grateful that through God, all things are possible. And grateful that I can turn my attention to source energy, God energy, at any time. I'm so grateful. Take a deep breath. Enjoy your day. Be thankful for something. Start small. Maybe for indoor plumbing. That's one of my favorite things to be thankful for, because there's a lot of people that don't have that. And to us here in this country, maybe it's kind of a non-thing. But when we think about the whole world, it's a big thing. So be thankful for small, simple things that keep you grounded and keep you in gratitude, because that's where the miracles happen. Have a blessed day. Much love, many blessings. Thank you.